Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another Gemstone Legends video. I decided to pick up the gold scroll offers, some of the offers. The ones that were the best deal, 35 scrolls, and figured we'd do another summoning. I'm pretty sure that I'll be guaranteed to get a legendary in this based on the mercy system because it's capped at 200 gold scrolls, and I think this will put me over that edge. Hopefully we can get more than that, but we'll see what happens. I've had my best luck with gold scrolls. If we do, we'll get a platinum as well. So if you haven't tried Gemstone Legends yet, come check it out and play alongside me. It's another really fun and deep strategy RPG like Empires and Puzzles, but with some fun new twists, and a lot of people from Empires and Puzzles have already joined. Not only can you help out the channel by using the download link in the description of this video, but if you enter the code #Spock_2021 hashtag in the global chat, you can get a nice starter bonus including gold, gems, gold scrolls, and a free epic hero Elidor, all valued at about 50 bucks. Once you join, you'll also get access to a set of beginner events where you can earn another epic hero Soliana, a 5-star legendary set of equipment, which is what you use to boost the stats and performance of your heroes, and a platinum scroll for another epic or legendary hero in the game. Those links and codes are in the description down below. Just be sure to enter that code in the global chat after finishing the tutorial within 24 hours of downloading the game, and I look forward to seeing you all there. So yeah, we've already looked at these heroes in the last video. It'd be nice to get this guy. That's not totally who I'm aiming for, but we'll see what happens. But there's still a few legendaries I don't have that I would love to have, and hopefully we don't end up with a duplicate, but we'll see what happens. So let's jump in. I just cleared a bunch of space in my roster to allow this to happen because as far as I know, you can't overfill your inbox anymore. You have to have room in your roster. So went through and did that, and now we're good to go. Wow, big string. Okay, got something here. Epic. Nothing new to me. I'll take a quick look. Deals damage all based on attack, heal block, and mana choke for 2 turns. Mana choke is basically reducing the mana gain of those heroes, so they have to match more tiles to charge their specials than they would normally. 20% chance to use twice. Kind of pointless to use it twice because you can't stack heal block or mana choke. They only happen once. So just a little bit of damage, I guess. I still think that, what's her name? Can't think of her name right now. The red one from that group. Her name is escaping me at the moment. I can't remember, but the red one from that family is definitely the best. She was the one that came out as the event hero. So Chloe's a hero that I see being used a lot because you have curse to all enemies and removing 1 positive status. So that's really good for anti-taunt, and taunt is the most annoying aspect of the current meta. So we're dealing damage to all based on HP, so you can build her as a support hero, still get decent damage. Curse for 3 turns and removing a positive status. And she can match 4 times, so it's really easy for her to gain mana, and she has a mana gain of 25, so very easy to keep that curse on. It's important to think of matching gemstones extra times, not only as more damage, but primarily as more mana. Gains increased accuracy for 2 turns at the start of her turn. So yeah, pretty good for what she's doing. Definitely more of a support hero. I wouldn't count on her for damage. For a primary damage dealer, but that's what she's doing is pretty good. All right, Benedict is a nice healer to have, kind of like a 3-star Guinevere in a way. Another epic. Astra is the one that I got yesterday with the scary clench. So yeah, similar to Chloe actually. Curse to all, also for 3 turns, as well as decreased resistance. So yeah. Alrighty. I will have to take a break and clear out some space again, because my roster is capped at 120. Alright. Okay, we got something legendary. Nope. Galantor. Okay, this guy's really weird. Restores 60% of target's max HP to an ally. 100% chance to inflict bleed for 8 turns. So 8 turns, I think bleed is 6%, so that's 50% of his HP over 8 turns, unless you can pair him with someone who can block that. Speed increased by 9 if affected by 3 or more bleeding statuses. Defense increased by 18 if affected by 3 or more. Sort of weird. Maybe you pair him with a red hero that grants recovery, so you can offset the bleed and still get a deep heal on another hero, but kind of a strange one. There's always some heroes within a family that are much better than others, and I think one that's better in his family is Helidor. Wow, that was perfect timing. Restores 15% to all, which is pretty average, and then also grants recovery on top of that. Defense increased by 25% if HP is below 30. Grants recovery to an ally with the lowest percent HP for 2 turns at the start of his turn. So a team player, a real team player. All right, this is the legendary. I can feel it. Oh yeah. Yes! Fuck yeah! Yes! That is exactly who I wanted. Oh, yes. I was like, man, it's so dumb just to pull hoping for one hero in such a big pool of legendaries. Not dumb at all. It's exactly what you should do. You get what you want every time. Yes! Yes! That is my next Ascension 100%. So, let's take a look at this guy. Great speed. Good mana gain. He is 4 under the next breakpoint, so you can't do anything with caster gear, so it's kind of nice to not have to be bound to a set like that. But he's pretty great. 50% chance to inflict decreased defense on all enemies for 3 turns. 75% chance to inflict poison on all enemies for 3 turns 3 times. So if all those land, then everyone's losing 21% HP every turn for 3 turns, and they have decreased defense on them, likely. So you can stack up this dot very quickly. So he's really fun on, from what I've seen, on defense teams that don't have immunity, because you can just, yeah, he's quick. His speed is good if you build him that way also, and then you can get a bunch of poison stacked up on the enemy, and they're just slicing through their HP. So yeah, the negative statuses like bleed, burn, and poison are really good in this game because they take just a % cut of HP. And then speed increased by 4 for every 20 accuracy, immune to color blindness, and mana choke. Those are not that significant, but if you do go for an accuracy build, like say you get up to 140 would be pretty solid, then you're also gaining an additional 28 speed. So if you build him for speed and accuracy with some survivability substats, he's going to be super fast and have a very high chance of landing these statuses. So that is exactly the hero that I've been waiting for, and that's fucking awesome. Excuse my language. I'm going to pause real quick, and then we'll come back in and keep going. All right, let's keep going. We're about halfway through here. Already Very pleased with that outcome. Let's see, who would we want now? Probably Raphael would be my next top choice. Is that true? Yeah. I would take another Zarkon too. All right, let's do it. Yeah, a point that I always come back to is that I love how useful. Oh my god. Whoa, yeah. Oh, sick. Oh my god. Gold scrolls, man, I'm telling you. Wow. Also, this art is so good. I like the up close picture when you look at the card, but I feel like the stuff coming out of the eyes and like the helmet design and shading on the armor and stuff is really impressive. Sick. Oh my god. What is going on? Gold scrolls, man. Still got 70 more. Anything can happen. From what I've seen, I think that Karagon's going to be better on offense. It's really easy to look at him and want to put him on defense. I think for some reason everyone just has this lust over the most powerful defense team. I find that to be a little less fun. I mean, it's cool to be like, oh, I'm in the top 5 of all the people in the world. But offense is where it's at, in my opinion. And that's what his passive is built for, because he's gaining something based on red heroes. So, yeah, I guess maybe... Nah, that wouldn't make sense. I was thinking P20 team, Phoenix Rift. Probably not that. So, yeah, maybe on offense if there's a double red or something. I don't know. Okay, let's take a look at Jacinta real quick. Deals damage to a single enemy based on attack. Heal block for 4 turns. And curse on a single enemy for 4 turns. Okay. Accuracy increased by 5% for every 10% crit rate. Okay. Seems cool. There's just so many heroes in this game that... I recommend, if you're trying to decide who to ascend, start with your best heroes. So if you have some of the really good legendaries, then that is a great place to start. Oh, Lenora. I'll come back to her in just a second. So yeah, start with your best heroes, and that's the same advice is true for adding equipment to heroes. You only have so much good equipment, and you're always going to have more heroes that you want to equip really well than you're able to. So start with the best ones you have. Put your best equipment on your best heroes first, and then go from there. So I find that you don't have a huge need for a ton of roster depth right now. So I don't have a ton of well-equipped heroes. Sorry if you can hear all that noise back there. We're having some work done. Yeah, I don't have a ton of equipped heroes. I've just started with my heroes that are absolutely the best, and then I just kind of add one at a time. So I'm like, okay, I need to re-equip this hero, and then I'll do that. Or be like, all right, like Zarkon, for example, he's going to be my next project 100%. And so I'm going to give him the best equipment that I have based on what I want him to do. And then you just keep adding them one at a time, So think about it that way. And the same is true for ascending heroes. Start with the heroes you have that are best, because there's always going to be more heroes you want to ascend than you'll be able to. And there's a ton of good heroes, so just work from the best you have and go from there. Maybe you're doing that already, but that was a hard lesson for me, so that's why I want to share it. So she is really cool with certain heroes, so I'll let you use your imagination, and maybe I'll cover this in a Synergy video in the future. So if you're interested in stuff like that, let me know. But tell me what you guys think of when you read this. Restores 30% of target's max HP to an ally. Grants invincible to an ally for 2 turns. Grants recovery to an ally for 2 turns. So that invincibility is key. And 25% chance to gain recovery for 2 turns twice, and invincible for 2 turns when she's attacked with critical damage. 15% less damage received if affected by the recovery status. So a lot of stuff going on there. She's one of the newer family members for this family, but I think she'll be a key support hero in certain synergies. And so just think about these things when you see these heroes like, that's an interesting set of abilities. Where can I use that? Where would invincibility really be advantageous? And you don't always have to look at legendary heroes. There are a lot of rare heroes that can form really cool synergies if you're careful about it. So think about those things. And let's keep going here. All right, Tornus, also a very cool hero and one to think about as well. We'll cover it real quick. Maybe a good synergy with one of the heroes that you've seen me get excited about today. Grants protective shield, 30% of target's max HP to the ally with the highest defense for 4 turns. Grants taunt to the ally with the highest defense for 4 turns. Gains 20 mana at the start of her turn, immune to heal block. So she can provide taunt and protective shield. One synergy I'll give you guys that I've seen that's really cool with her is pairing her with like Vigo or Sophia, because you're usually building them for high defense, and then she's giving them a protective shield and taunt, so you have to hit them with their high defense. And yeah, I've struggled against a team before that was like that. All right, that's probably going to be it, but I wouldn't say no to another legendary, because why would I? So we got 50 more. All right, we got something. What do we got? Eldred. Deals damage to a single enemy. Wow, weird, no abilities. Deals 10% more damage for every negative status affecting an enemy. So that could be really fun with a burn hero like Sven or Soliana, or someone like Zarkon, or a team of them together. So if you've got 5 negative statuses, she's dealing 50% more damage on top of a pretty decent attack damage percent. All right, well, that's twice that I've managed to snag the featured hero, which is pretty cool. Ulrich. I don't recall seeing him before. He might be new to me. Deals damage to a single enemy based on defense. 100% chance to inflict mana choke on a single enemy for 4 turns. 100% chance to inflict provoke. It's a single target hitter. Deals 30% more damage. So it's chaining together follow-ups in which you'd probably want to put caster stuff on him. I have to say I'm really strongly preferring heroes that do damage based on defense or HP, because you can build them really tanky and you're also increasing their damage. Whereas heroes that are based on attack, you build them very lethal for attack and they are extremely squishy. So I love the double benefit of heroes that deal damage based on defense or HP. And if you've watched my Empires and Puzzles video, it's kind of like my favorite team over there, which has Freya and Bira on it, who are essentially healing you by giving you minions. You get this HP shield, and they're also dealing damage because of it. So there's a survivability and a lethality aspect, I guess you could say. All right, Ketra is definitely a popular hero, and if you scan the top arena teams, you'll often see Ketra is at level 60. She has the potential for a pretty powerful hit. All right, can we get one more? Nope. Zane, very popular. Never got around to leveling him up because I just had better heroes at the time, but I think he has the fastest speed that's possible in the game. quite good mana gain, 4 caster pieces, and you've got him charging in 4 tiles on his turn. Gains increased critical chance and increased critical damage first, and then deals damage. So the order of that is really key. 35% more damage to targets with no positive statuses. So maybe like a curse team, if you really want to jack up his damage. Recovers 50% HP when he kills an enemy. And he was a speed leader, if I didn't point that out, which is quite a useful ability. So I'm going to take one more pause here for the last 20 and make sure I've got enough space. All right, last 20 here. Can we manage one more of a legendary? Probably not, so I'm not going to get my hopes up here. Okay, maybe just a little bit. That's pretty great, though. I was considering the very real possibility that I was going to get a duplicate of a hero that I already have many of that are already unusable to me, and was like, oh, that would suck so much. Ruby, I think she's new to me. 100% chance to inflict decreased defense, life leech, mana leech. So she deals damage after decreased defense, which is not something to underestimate. Because she's dealing more damage in the same turn. You don't have to wait to fire again. And I think also the life leech and mana leech things, because she's hitting them after that's placed, then she's gaining the benefit of that. So you actually gain mana and HP when you hit a target that has life leech or mana leech on them. So that's pretty cool. Gains 10 mana for every negative status she inflicts. Immune to decreased speed. So maybe not an all-star, but still a interesting hero. I hope to see more life leech and mana leech heroes coming out. Last epic, Neven. Deals damage to all enemies based on attack. Decreased speed on all enemies. Deals 30% more damage to enemies affected by decreased speed. Okay, so kind of like 2 synergized benefits there. You're slowing the team down and you're a little bit more dangerous because of it. So that's pretty cool. And last but not least, Vigum. So pretty successful if you ask me. I was just hoping to get the one legendary based on the Mercy system, and we pulled before that and then another. So the first legendary we pulled reset our Mercy counter, and then we managed to get another one before it. So doing pretty good. Hopefully you guys had good luck with your pulls. Again, those were the 35 gold scroll deals that I went for, which are the best value that I've seen. And even though you think that platinum scrolls are the way to go, for some reason I've had much better luck with gold scrolls, and they're more attainable. So your mileage may vary, but yeah, feeling pretty good after that. So I wish you guys luck with all of your pulls. If you're new to the game, check out my playlist for Gemstone Legends, where I cover pretty much every beginner aspect of the game that you could hope to see information on, with some intermediate and advanced tips as well to help you get up to speed as easily as possible. Hopefully you're enjoying the game. If you're interested in checking it out, like I mentioned before, there's some information in the description, a download link in addition to a promo code that will give you some great free stuff to start the game, or hit the ground running, so to speak. So check that out, and yeah, be sure to leave a like on the video. Consider subscribing as well. I really appreciate that. It's a free way for you to help support the channel, and it's nice to see our numbers grow as I keep pushing ahead and making content. It's kind of fun. So thank you guys so much. I owe it all to you. And yeah, see you guys in the next video.